Oh my God, come on! I was born to storm off the underground, and I came to step up and throw down. Give the fire back to the masses.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comics Underground. Am I muted?
Nope.
No.
Just kidding. No, I'm Peter Orchard, and we're joined here with Jake, Bionic Bro, and Stanley. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? Good to be back.
Yeah, it's been a fun one this week, and today in particular. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff on lately about all these new shows and movies coming out. What do y'all think about all this nostalgia?
This is an interesting conversation. I've got all kinds of thousands of things to say about it, but Jake, I'm gonna let you start first.
I am more than happy to see my boy Hank Hill back in the saddle, man.
Absolutely,
I love
yes.
King of the Hill.
I'm good on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's an excellent show. I'm ready to see what happens this time around. As you can see, they've all aged a bit. Bobby, he's grown up. He's a chef now. I'm really wondering what the dynamic is with Dale and his wife and John Redcorn at this point, but let's go, man. It's King of the Hill.
Yep.
Yeah, so I love King of the Hill. It's going to be interesting to see how they pull that off today. You know, Or are they going to cave? Are they going to cave and then every episode's going to be like,
no, they're not going to cave. This is going to be fun. This is going to be what's his name? I forget the guy's name. I love him to death.
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge. I love everything that he does. I don't even like Beavis and Butthead, and I still love Beavis and Butthead. Like, I just like his approach to everything. Correct me if I'm wrong. He did Idiocracy. Is that right? I believe.
I believe so.
I think that was him.
He also did the most famous film of all time, Office Space.
Yep, exactly. The dude, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to tell a good story. He does excellent character development, or not development, but writing. Mm-hmm. And think about it. So this was in the 90s. We had a whole show that was very well done that we all enjoyed. There's not a single person on planet Earth who didn't enjoy King of the Hill and the first, iteration of it. We love these characters. And now you're bringing it back in the clusterfuck that we're going through in society right now. This is the perfect vehicle for that.
We had Frasier come out and Star Trek, of course, all these reboots, and they haven't. Now I've got my hopes up for this one. I think King of the Hill is going to nail it. And I've seen some of the Beavis and Butthead, which I've got that one. We'll talk about that one in a second. But the idea of what Mike Judge's doing, I think his humor stands. South Park, I thought was being remade, but apparently it's like still going. I didn't realize South Park
never
has
went
been
anywhere.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Those episodes. I love those two guys too. Also,
Matt Stone, Trey Parker.
I love their
funny
brains. And they do those episodes in like a week. I didn't know that. I thought they had something pre-planned, and then they maybe like filmed a segment or something here or there so that it was up to date with the times. And it's not. Yeah. They'll be sitting there right now. There will be something in the news, and they're like, "Holy shit! It's 8:30 at night. We have to go to work so that we can have this episode done in 3 days, so that it can air and still be perfect."
Have y'all heard how much they're getting paid now?
Oh, it's insane.
It's I don't even want to say how much. It's more than I think Joe Rogan got. Or was it almost as much? I don't know. I think it was
one
more.
Of the biggest media deals.
I'm pretty sure. Didn't they get $1 billion deal?
It was something like that over the course of like 3 or 5 years, which is way bigger than Joe Rogan's deal. But of course, these new episodes are kind of like, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get why they're getting paid that much. But on the other hand, I think they're phoning it in on purpose. Are y'all familiar with the Donald Trump episodes? And now they're going after
phoning it in. I think their bandwidth has just been reached. Because they got that. You're talking about one deal. I think it's the Paramount deal that they got.
Yeah,
but they have like 3 or 4 deals with 3 or 4 networks. Like that's just one.
I didn't know that. Well, South Park, I stopped watching a long time ago. The jokes, it was like Family Guy. It's real funny for the first couple seasons, and then, all right, the next, if the kids are still watching it, whoever's watching it, that's cool. I don't have anything against it. I can't stand watching it anymore. Like Family Guy.
I never enjoyed it. I appreciate those two. I love basketball.
Basketball was funny. Team America.
I love their Team America is an absolute all-time.
That's a classic. We just watched that the other day, and I laughed. I probably laughed more than I did when I first saw it because it's so much funnier. They'd never get away with that movie today.
No, not at all.
I don't think they it back then.
No, you can say the same about Tropic Thunder. They wouldn't remake that today.
Yeah, but again, that was not even that long ago.
It's unfortunate that you can't even shine a light on those kinds of conversations because of how sensitive people are today.
How come movies like Tropic Thunder weren't being made back when they were doing Naked Gun, and all those?
Naked Gun. You had what's his name was in what was Richard Pryor was in Superman.
Well, yeah, but and now while he's a great comedian,
today that'd be like having Epstein in Superman.
How many times did they try to make like a movie? Like, I mean, when I think of Tropic Thunder, there were a couple of particularly edgy jokes that they didn't even try in the 80s. I know, you know what?
Yeah, because
I guess they did.
New and fun.
Yeah, I don't know. Tropic Thunder was a pretty good one, and
it is a good one.
Team America. I
There's
don't know how they get made. How they get
there's
the
of course Blazing Saddles. Then there's Spaceballs. Then there's the Monty Pythons, and then there's like a gap in there until we get to what coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
And then after that, maybe you could say Robin Hood Men in Tights, but just to be like the most.
Well, that's just comedies at that point.
Yeah, and it was a different kind of comedy too because.
They were making fun of themselves.
Humor, yeah, it was self-deprecating. It was irreverent. It was campy, and that disappeared. It's not around anymore.
That's another one. Coming to America 2. That's another one that they made I didn't even think about that one. But did y'all watch that one?
No,
I haven't watched it either.
You will not taint Coming to America.
I mean, I like the first one. I think. I'm of the group of people that just like it. There are people that like really like that movie.
Right.
It's like one of the better movies made, and I'm like, it's all right. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It was good for what the jokes. Don't forget,
Big Trouble in Little China was another one.
Major League. What was it? Major Leagues with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Major League, and then there was the Hot Shots Part 2.
Yeah, the Hot Shots.
You will never I wasn't even a big fan, but Major League. Like how they got professional baseball teams to sign off on letting them make those jokes. Again, you would never see that.
Well, we're going to get a movie like they should. If they're going to reboot a movie like that, they should make fun of the WNBA, especially with all the stuff that's been going on.
Oh my God! Can you imagine? People would melt. There would be an epic. It used to be like back in the 80s, somebody would throw out an idea like that. Let's do a comedy about the WNBA. And everybody would be like, "Oh my God, yes, that'll piss people off."
And then they actually made it,
bro.
We'll get a laugh out of people. And now today, people are like, "Oh God, don't talk about that." You can't shine a light on the humor that is both sides of that argument.
There's so much to talk about, which is interesting because the WNBA really has. I forgot it existed, right? And so it is kind of interesting.
So did everybody else.
That now all of a sudden there's so much to talk about regarding the WNBA. None of it good, but it's in the news all over the place. We get what's her name getting kicked, getting beat up every game because she's actually okay. She's actually kind of good, and Caitlin Clark.
I like what's going on in the WNBA right now. I really do. They have made a couple of big missteps. I like Caitlin Clark. I don't mind her wearing a T-shirt that says "Pay me what I'm worth," but I support her wearing that shirt. And there's a lot behind the scenes going on with it. I support her for wearing that shirt. Now that having been said, the rest of the league You guys didn't have anything to do with this. You played half-ass basketball for the past 20 years, and then the second you had one thing happen to your league where you became a shining star and people start to notice and they want to tune into your games and they want to see what you're doing, and you shut the whole thing down because you want it hidden and it's shining a light on this private area of the game of basketball that you don't want to be shown, and now you want to walk around with a t-shirt saying, pay me. If you want to get paid, you got to be a part of that drama. The NBA is drama every single day. You got to let the drama happen, and then you can take your paycheck. Until then, the NBA is subsidizing your paychecks, and you need to suck it up and just go play with some basketball. Thank Caitlin Clark every single game for her contributions to your paycheck, and let it go.
Well, no, it's not her contributions because nobody's watching it to watch good basketball. This is where I'm saying.
No, that's where she came in, and she did give them good basketball.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that screw all that. Nobody gives a shit about good basketball in the WNBA. What they need to do is more the drama, right? That's what's been getting all the attention. Start ripping more wigs off. Not like this is a trend. Make that a complete trash league. That's just like Jerry Springer sports. You know what I mean?
And then the women will actually tune in to their own sport.
Dude, if they made it like Jerry Springer, oh my God, yeah, women would watch that.
Yeah, that is like.
They need to start throwing more popcorn and, art.
Since the WNBA had its inception, it has been a subsidiary of the NBA. And the NBA has been losing money since it's been alive.
Yeah, they pay the bills.
If you want what you're supposedly paid and owed, you got to sell the fucking tickets.
Yeah, nobody cares about Caitlin Clark being able to play basketball. No. But all those girls getting jealous and hitting her on the court, that made frontline news, front page news.
See, the thing is, when she came in, like she was, I was watching her, like I watched her in college just the last year. I'm not saying that I'm like a fan or anything. Like I don't get to tout anything like that. But I did watch her in college. I watched her through the draft process. She is a hell of a player. She is a lot of fun to watch. And they were talking about like NBA teams drafting her and her going to the 3-man, whatever that league thing is. And they were talking about her playing in Europe. She signed for a contract over here, like in the WNBA, for like $70,000. Like,
could she play in the NBA?
No.
Doubtful.
No.
She can shoot like an NBA player. Yes. No.
So
she can't play defense. No. She's got some liabilities.
There's no like regulations saying women can't play football or basketball or anything.
There was at least one woman drafted in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They had a girl in the football league. They had a girl, like you were saying, in the basketball. Why do we even have girl sports except for a few reasons to get money? Put them in bikinis, like they did with the volleyball up until recently, and they put them in like
thing.
And the rugby football. Yeah, I saw that. That's how you make money at it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
you don't know the first thing about Caitlin Clark, like playing for Indiana, but no, you're familiar with the rugby fucking.
Me and every other American, whole team, right? But nobody cares about any of the other stuff.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how you're gonna make money, and the NBA won't have to subsidize anything. And then you get attention.
I do like the other side of that argument, and one like since the '90s, one that I've been a proponent of is the more like if you want to be more inclusive, then you need to have at least some sports on all of them, but some of them can be intramural. Surfing does a fantastic job of that. Like you could actually put, in my opinion, you could very easily put women and men in the same competition together
because you don't have them physically going at each other.
Well, there
needs to be more crying in girls basketball, like and running off into the bleachers or whatever, going back to the back room to put the wig back on. And
right.
How do you think shows like this is going to handle these new reboots?
Peter, that segue.
That's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
Well, I think
they're going to talk about it.
I think because they're in their older years, right? And when you get to that almost grandpa stage, you start giving less of a fuck about, really pushing out your ideas on other people and whatnot. You're basically just trying to live the way you want to live and ignore everything around you, which Hank tried to do from the very beginning anyway, but
And
That's
Bobby
what
was
makes
always
him a great
like,
character in today. Is that
Right.
given that perspective?
so you had Bobby in the old season. Bobby was like, that boy, that boy ain't right.
Yeah.
And now he's grown up.
And
I wouldn't
he is
say he's
right. Like he's society today.
I don't think, and I don't think he's as old as Hank was back in
No.
the original season,
No,
which
not
would have
at
been
all.
an
Like,
interesting take, but
only 6
Yeah.
or 7 years have passed.
no,
For the
is
show.
it?
Yeah,
No
only
way.
6 or 7 years.
No, I thought it was more than that. I thought it was
No,
like,
because he's what, 18, 19, 17 in the show
he's
now?
got to be like 22.
I'm not I don't think so.
maybe 12, 10 or 12. I don't know. I actually haven't heard how
Yeah,
many
I
years
would want it
supposed
to
have
like align
passed.
more today because I want to hear 2025 jokes.
Well, there's
Well-
going to be 2025 jokes, but
It's like it was at its conception, right? Hank Hill, he's the conservative dealing with the progressive world around him and seeing how he has to interact or adapt to it.
Yep.
So
You
now
know-
we're just going to see that times 10 with what everything has been going on out in the world today.
yeah, and apparently he like went to go to some country to do propane over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually like a thing. I've known a lot of people that went overseas in the oil field that did that. So that's kind of like and in Texas, that's like a believable scenario. My dad
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
went on a gig overseas.
Yeah,
They had
and
offered it to him.
they've had him go like, I think he's in Houston right now on a thing, but they have him travel to like Seattle one time and like Washington. So
I think it's hilarious how everybody in that picture has changed or aged, but Bill still looks like the same old
he does
slob
still
that
look.
he's
Yeah,
always been.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Oh, that'd be funny if everybody got old except Bill.
Yeah,
He got old, you just can't tell.
It's gonna be real interesting to see how they pull. I am looking forward to this show, and I think it's gonna be funny. I'm worried because of how everything is going. I'm sorry, man, but some of the media that's been out in the past 10 years is insufferable. It had potential, but then they just have to throw stuff in your face. And I'm hoping a show like this can comment on it without having to throw it in your face. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
The only thing we got to worry about is who's producing this show now. Because that'll
that's
tell
a
you
good
how far it's going to be leaning one way or another.
Yeah, I don't know. Who produced it before?
Well, Mike Judge and, his team, but I think it's a little different this time around.
The way
So
the commercials.
The first time, real quick on that, the first time was primarily produced by 20th Television Animation. And then executive producers were Mike Judge and Greg Daniels. Now the reboot is in development by Hulu. Executive producers Judge and Daniels. It doesn't say anything about the primary producer. There is an additional executive producer, showrunner Salad and Patterson.
Yeah, I don't know anything
See,
about
this
it.
is 20th Television Animation, so kind of like, oh no, it's a unit of Disney Television Studios and Disney Entertainment. Yep, you're screwed.
Well, Hulu. That's kind of what I'm talking about with the previews that I've seen. The jokes run a little dry, but that could just be because they were edited for the commercial.
Yeah,
And so, but it does seem like the punchlines are a little dry. But I'm still hopeful that it's, not just cut and paste, like you're like a Hank Hill puppet, you know what I mean? Which is what I'm concerned
well, there was
about.
there was that one bit between Bobby and Hank when Bobby was showing him a new brew, right?
Oh yeah,
And-
that was pretty
And
funny.
Hank says, "I've never wanted my beer to taste fruitier." I'm like, that's fair, Hank, but you can't lie. A little bit of citrus in your beer doesn't hurt it.
Yeah, like some like lawnmower ale. is disgusting, but in the middle of the summer when you're barbecuing, it's actually
like
really
right
good.
now, it would be a glorious beer.
Holy crap, it got hot today.
Yeah, it did. Still,
and the
hot.
AC in my car went out, so I've got to go mess with that as soon as I'm done with this.
I want to hear how many of Dale's conspiracies came true.
That's a funny take that they should do. But again, Hulu being owned, I know that Hulu's running the show, but that's owned by Disney.
Yep.
So that's like, but Disney's not horrible when it comes to that. They have a bunch. I mean, they're not horrible when it comes to the
Deadpool happen. They were kind of forced.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't think they're going to be worried about that kind of. That would be funny because his conspiracies weren't.
Not to mention
they've gotten this. His conspiracies don't even compare to the conspiracies, the real ones that actually came true. You know what I mean?
Look back at like the first iteration of King of the Hill, and
hey,
you know those jokes. They were they were talking about society, things that were going on, but it was always easy going. It was never like too far any direction. And I get the feeling, that if they want to be successful, they're probably going to try to accomplish the exact same thing. They're going to have a bit about how they go to a restaurant and the bathrooms or whatever gender.
Oh yeah, that's another one of those like.
And he's not. And of course, there's the joke of like he doesn't know which one to go to, and then he has to understand what the hell society is talking about. But it's going to be like it's going to end up, on an even keel at the end of every episode, except for the towards the end when they have to shake things up a little bit. But that won't be political.
Yeah.
Ben's in the house. He says Saladin Patterson worked on the Psyche and the New Wonder Years, which I heard about the New Wonder Years. I debated on whether or not to bring it up, but that's another one that's the New Wonder Years. There's a new Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there's a new. Man, there's a commercial I saw for a new reboot that I was like, man, I don't even know how I would talk about that one, but there's a new Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a little different because that's a whole new cast. That's like a complete reboot, not bringing the old cast back together. Home Improvement. I was hearing that there were talks of the new Home Improvement season, but then
it was called Last Man Standing.
Exactly. I was going to make that
exactly joke. Right. That's another one that I really like that show too.
For obvious
but I don't
reasons.
Even know where. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like
it's
this
Home
show.
Improvement with some different names.
Yeah, and then I even saw Tim Allen with a picture that I guess on a set that said like Home Improvement, and I was like, I got excited because Home Improvement's one of my favorite shows.
Yeah,
ever since I was a kid, I love that show.
It will never be the same now that the actor that played Wilson is passed.
Yeah.
Wilson.
I hope they would
made that
to
show.
this day. I think about that dude every time I'm like in the backyard and I look at a fence.
When I moved into this house, I was hopeful, but no, my neighbor doesn't ever talk to me.
The one with the raccoons that
No, the other one, the guy behind me, that guy with the raccoons, I've never talked to him, and I've been here for 6 years.
If I ever move somewhere and I hear from over the fence somebody go, "Heidi ho, neighbor," I'm gonna be like, "I got my Wilson."
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that to somebody. You gotta have a bucket hat, but
I tried talking to like my neighbor behind me, and like he was just like not interested in having a conversation.
Yeah,
he was like, "You need to mow your yard," and I was like, "Okay."
That's another thing that we miss from our olden days, right? Is just talking with the neighbor who's across your fucking fence.
Yeah.
I used to get in trouble for it because there's a remember on Timber Grove, there was this grumpy guy that lived across the street and down a couple houses. Oh, and our neighbor next door, we'd throw our stuff in his yard on accident, and then we'd have to go ask him if we could get it, and he'd always be real angry. And then there was another guy down the street, and every time I'd see him, I'd go talk to him, and I was like, just leave him alone. Don't bother him. He's old and grumpy.
Yeah, or that homeless guy that was in the back at that time.
Yeah.
Like both of you have only girls, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do your girls ever just go on a bike ride with their friends down?
No, their kids, their friends don't even live near us.
My daughter, her one of her closest friends lives probably like 6 blocks from our house.
That's a bike ride?
Yeah, exactly. It is. And I just like I don't trust the drivers around here. I took my car. This was just like 3 or 4 months ago. I got this little pickup that I've been driving for like 25 years.
Okay.
And I drove it around the block. I had to do some work in the driveway. I needed the driveway space. So I drove it around, and there, like, I live on, it's a 2-lane street that I'm on. But then one house over is this other side street. There's like nothing on it. It's like Park Caliche halfway down. And like across the street is this empty, abandoned business suite office thing. So they've got an extra section of road where everybody can park next to the road. So while I'm doing my yard work, I go and I park my truck in that little section, that parking lot thing, because it's just like I mean, I can see it through my window over here. Not well, but physically I can. And I go to proceed doing stuff in my yard, and I go over there like an hour later, and somebody hit my damn truck on a side road, nothing. And I was like technically in a parking lot, like in a parking section, and it was a hit and run. Somebody hit me and like douched out.
If my kids had friends lived within like 6 blocks, I wouldn't mind them riding bikes down there. But because it's not a bad neighborhood, there are some busy streets. They'd be like, watch out for those streets. Don't go down those streets. But other than that, the problem is their friends are all over the place. You know, they're miles away.
Right.
Yeah.
Ben was saying, oh yeah, okay, what is it, Cephas?
Yep.
So we got Ben's book. Cephas is at 59% funded.
Nice.
That's on Fund My Comic, right?
Yes.
That book looks really cool. We've checked it out before in previous episodes, which everybody watching should go back and watch all the other ones, because we talk about comic books as well. Also, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because it's the best channel ever. Hey, man, congratulations, Ben. That's awesome, dude. We're going to get that book up to 120 and 200%. I don't even know what his funding goal is, but we're going to get twice that.
Funding goal is only $750.
We're going to get $5,000. That's what we're going to get. We're going to get you, Ben, $5,000. And he says, I avoid talking to my neighbors if possible. I kind of feel like that too right now, because my neighbors are real. The ones that across the street don't speak English. The one guy that I would talk to, he moved. So I'm all alone over here.
See, Megan and I, we live in an addition out here, and it's nothing but ex-military, old vets, a bunch of old heads, and the one right in front of our house, drinking just all the time. Now, he's a nice guy, but when I try and back out my driveway and go down the road, he comes out into the road to talk to me and put his arm up on my window just to like hold me there for 20 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But my neighbor to my right, his name's George, ex-vet. Dude, he's like an old grandpa. He just wants to make sure everything of yours in your house is working and shit. He'll see me out there mowing the lawn, and he'll be like, have you changed your filter on that yet? Yeah, that thing looks like it needs a new filter, man. Like, he'll undo my filter from my mower for me to check it.
It's like
that's
this.
Exactly.
Yeah. the new Beavis and Butthead. The skits are pretty funny, but I haven't actually watched the entire episode because it's on like Paramount Plus or something. I will never subscribe to Paramount Plus, even though they have Star Trek and Frasier
and Ninja Turtles.
Which the new Frasier's, yeah, they had Ninja Turtles. I'll never. Paramount needs to just join one of the other ones, just like just like MGM did, and Warner Brothers is over on HBO. Like just do that, man. I don't even care if you sell it to Disney. I'm not going to pay for that random streaming service.
You remember back in the day, we were all like, cut the cord against the cable companies. And now it's like, cut the cord against the non-cable companies. We can't have these subscriptions.
There's too many, man. And Amazon, I like the Amazon and the Netflix, and Hulu were my favorites, right? Then Hulu got bought out by Disney. So it's like, Amazon. I got tired of paying. Hulu's been owned by Disney for a minute. Oh. I just barely got my Disney back. I went like a year or two without it. I was just done. Yeah, I just got it back.
Yeah, I
because
remember,
they banned me. No, no, I was like, screw this shit, man. Like, I don't even remember what I was angry about, but it was important at the time. And then eventually I was like, yeah, but Hulu. And then when I get my Hulu back, all the shows that I really liked, like Stand Against Evil, gone. Future Man, gone. I don't remember what else, but they do have X-Files. So
See,
I do get to watch X-Files.
when it comes to Beavis and
King of the
Butthead,
Hill.
I'm completely opposite in my admiration as I am with King of the Hill. I do not see how I could enjoy a middle-aged Beavis and Butthead. I don't.
They are funny. This picture pretty much perfectly encapsulates it. Penn says, I had 2 neighbors behind me that tore down my private fence, came over and told me we tore it down because it was loose, and we were going to rebuild it. A month later, they said, sorry, we don't know how to put up a fence.
Oh, sounds like property damage in a small claims court.
Yeah. Or my take on that, like I as somebody who knows how to build a fence, I'll be like, okay, no problem. You hand me the check and I'll build the fence to my specifications.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pay for a fence once.
You told that story like 2 weeks ago.
Really? Okay.
I think so.
Maybe. I drove through a fence and I had luckily didn't get it locked up or anything.
That conversation was had off camera. Sorry.
Probably.
I just sold you out.
And the guy was like really, really awesome and was like, I totally understand you, man. And I'm like, I'll pay you. Tell me how much I owe. I don't care how much. But so Beavis and Butthead, it's funny, but I've only seen the clips because I'm not going to do another streaming service. I'm cutting them out because I don't even watch them that much. I only had Amazon Prime for free because my old Metro PCS plan had it free for life as long as I have this plan. And then I got this brand new cell phone, and we had to get a new plan.
See, I had Hulu and Disney Plus together at one point because I got it as a promo for my Amex card. Like they'll give out special offers if you do them for like 3 to 6 months or whatever. So I had them for those 6 months, and then as soon as that was over, I canceled it because there's nothing on Hulu for one, and Disney Plus. I mean, it has Rick and Morty and it has Bluey for my kids. I'm not gonna lie, I watch Bluey too. I fucking love that show.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Bluey is very well done. That's one of those that it's okay to watch.
Yeah. So I've got Netflix, and I don't know where it's coming from. I'm pretty sure I'm not paying for it. Is that
so? I got my Netflix. Well, okay.
Are we using the same one?
No. My Netflix comes through T-Mobile. I get that for free with my plan.
Yeah. Okay. Outside of Disney and Amazon, Megan pays for all the other fucking subscriptions.
Yeah.
Because she has to watch The Masked Singer. She has to watch the Bachelor shows. Yeah. She has to watch Voice, American Idol. All right.
You know what? I'll say this because that used to drive me crazy too. But count your blessings. When she starts watching those Asian shows, those like upright Asian shows on her phone from like TikTok and stuff,
yep. Like what?
Call it out. Don't let it. And it's going to start with like Netflix love, like those Chinese love movie shows that go on for like 100 episodes and then nothing happens. And it's going to end up TikTok on your phone, like Asian love shows on the TikTok, like. I met my boss. I'm talking about those shows, and actually, she's taking it easy on those shows lately. But man, that was like, that's like I don't understand how you watch a show.
So I don't know what Rachel's watching, but it's the end of summer. It's fucking hot outside, so she has been binge watching the shit out of something. I don't know what. I've got Savvy right now scraping her Netflix account on the TV to tell me what she's watching. She's digging it up now. We'll know in a minute. Oh, here she is. What is it? What is it? Okay, AP Bio. That's a TV show about teachers. That makes sense. Married at First Sight. There you go. So that's one of those competition shows. There's going to be a lot of that. Bad Thoughts. Oh, this is getting dark.
She say bad cunts.
As long as it doesn't have, If you start hearing names like Charlene Harris pop up, red flag. Ben Soto says Disney Plus is pretty much a Hulu and Disney combo,
Right.
and ESPN as well. Yeah, man. That's why I got it, because I don't really watch a whole lot of Disney stuff except for... Honestly, I don't have time to watch anything. Just when I'm going to bed, it's just X-Files and...
Actually,
Futurama.
I checked out Brave New World, and it sucked. But
Really?
I'm gonna try out Thunderbolts. And
All right, you
hopefully
know what?
it's decent.
That's a good. This is a good time to talk about the next one, which I know. I think we have differing opinions on this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but first,
Yeah, I've had a lot
says-
of positive things to say. Now I'm ready to get into the more negative side of this conversation.
I can't believe the adult crap they have on Disney. Well, anything
they
new's
sold
gonna
out
suck.
their morals, didn't they? They were all high and
Right.
mighty 5 years ago.
Happy Gilmore 2.
All right,
Fuck
all right.
this movie.
All right, I
Really?
liked it. I liked it because I got a lot of reasons. I think that all in all, it was funny, but it was like stupid funny, like the original movie. This was not supposed to be like some amazing film, you know. It's like it was,
But it was.
just like a comedy, joking movie back in the day, and that's exactly what this one was. There were some things I did not like about it, but there was a lot that I did. I liked the story, the main story that they told. The whole, I'm going to get back into this thing so that I can, you know, I guess make money, fix myself. Like, it's like a positive message. I don't even know if the first movie had an actual positive message. In fact, this is more of a Billy Madison 2 than it is a Happy Gilmore 2, because what was Happy Gilmore 1 about, other than him just playing golf and being good at it and then like pissing off the bad guy?
There was a little bit of a moral arc in the first one, because he was just all about his grandmother. He was living with her, and he just wanted to play hockey. It's like all he wanted in life was just hockey and to take care of his grandmother. She lost her house.
Oh, that's
because
right.
didn't
He
pay
had to get the
taxes.
house.
And yeah, so he was doing it all just to make money. And then he met the girl along the way, and then he got his happy place. out of all of
Yeah.
that.
I thought it was kind of funny what they did with her. I was wondering why they did that with her.
Okay, so I haven't seen it, so I'm sorry. I do have to ask no spoilers, because I am really looking forward to this one. I
All
was
right.
a big fan. So this is my thought on this, though. I was a big fan of Adam Sandler movies in general at that time.
Yeah,
he had Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. He had, fuck me, you know the movies.
the
whole run.
Water Boy. He had
Waterboy.
I didn't really like Big or Click or whatever those other ones. that he
Yeah,
did.
yeah, they started to trail. I think that he absolutely
uh,
peaked with 50
What's the
First
one?
Dates.
50 First Dates. That one was actually
that was
pretty
an
good.
exceptional movie. And then he started sliding, and he had about 10-15 years there where the movies he was making were really depressing. He had the whole movie he did where he was the whole
cook?
story was about the
He's like the famous
comedian
chef.
who I don't remember, but there's several of them where he was the comedian and he just like wanted to kill himself. He was just sad, and he, you know, like Eminem in the movie tells him to kill himself. And then he has the movie where Infamous Gems or whatever that one was, where he's got the big rock and he's the New York.
That one was awesome. That was an awesome film.
Very well done. Yeah, you're absolutely right about it. It was very well done.
Well,
But
I
it
don't
was
know if
really
I saw that one.
sad.
Oh, it's called Jim.
No, it's Infamous Gems or something like that. What, I don't know, but it was good. It was really well done, but it was not the comedy stuff that we used to get from him back in the day. And even his attempts to do comedy stuff were like those ridiculous Bad Dad movies that just were like, let me get all my friends together and make fun of them.
But there's like a
only thing he
scene
ever
where like the jokes weren't like,
they all
okay,
love
Happy
him.
Gilmore had the funny, like, come on, you know, like the funny joke, the scenes, there's like goofy. But then I turned on one of the newer ones, and there's a donkey running around the house, and it's like a CGI donkey. It's not even like funny.
Right.
It was just random. I don't know what movie that was. Do you remember that? Was that the one where he was the cook?
I don't remember.
Anyways, it was a not funny movie. This was actually the first funny movie I've seen him in, probably since like Waterboy or one of those movies.
Yeah.
There was a lot.
I don't like the idea of having to do sequels, but I do like that he's at least trying to recapture some of that, post '90s magic.
I'm hearing a lot of like it's the same jokes and why and I'm like, I didn't get that. And there is a lot of flashbacks, which I think is a little bit, but they're quick because it's been 20 years, I guess, and everybody looks different.
They're not quick if you're doing for every damn one that you're bringing back.
I agree. There's a lot. There's an excessive amount of them. But come on, I needed a couple of them because I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, you don't even remember the movie anymore.
Exactly.
Just by sheer stroke of luck, I just happened to have seen Happy Gilmore 1 when we were coming back from Wisconsin, so it's still fresh in my mind. Because otherwise,
just leave it at that.
20 years.
Oh yeah. No, Happy Gilmore 2 is good. Definitely watch
just leave
it.
At that.
No, it's good. It didn't need to happen, but it's kind of a funny. It's like, what are they going to do when he decides to make Billy Madison
Happy Gilmore 2 straight up, having not seen it? So, is this a positive addition to the world, or is the world worse as a result of this movie having happened?
Worse.
I think it's better. No, I think it's better. It's like neutral, at least. It's not worse. It didn't do anything
it's
negative.
Neutral because he's positive and I'm negative. So yeah, you got neutral.
Okay. It didn't need to happen, but what they did with it wasn't bad, minus the flashbacks, because that's where a lot of like it's the same old jokes. Yeah, but there's like 2 movies going on at the same time. There's the flashbacks, which is just the first movie. And then how they relate to or whatever to what's going on at the moment. I don't know. That might be too deep, but there's a completely new story. It's not just part 1 remade. It's like a completely new movie.
Yeah, which needed to happen.
Yeah. And it's not a bad story either. It's a little bit like Billy Madison in a way, but so it makes me wonder how he's going to do a sequel to that.
I guarantee sitting on a shelf somewhere in his house, he has the template for his movies. And that's what he did in the 90s. And then he decided that he was going to move away from his template. It sat there. And then people started hammering him around the time he did infamous Gem. I need to figure out what the name of that movie is.
Uncut Gems. Ben was saying that earlier.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Uncut Gems.
Uncut.
So about before Uncut Gems, they were giving him, they were giving him a hard time, saying he was never going to do anything. His movies all kind of sucked. That's about the time when he's making the movie as the depressed actor. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make an Academy Award winning movie. I'm going to show you guys. And he made Uncut Gems. And I don't know if he won or not, but he put it out there. And he's like, basically, he said, if I don't win something for this and put them in your place, I'm fucking done. And
doesn't he have a deal with Netflix where all of his stuff it's like who's that writer? Is it Mark Millar or whatever? That had basically everything he does. He's got a deal with I think it's Netflix, where everything he does, pretty much all these IPs that he has, Netflix has the rights to him right now. Isn't it the same with Adam Sandler? I thought he had like a deal where pretty much everything he's exclusive. So it'll be and now that brings me to another point, which is why Netflix is perfect. This movie, if it was in theaters, is a waste of time and space. This movie does not deserve to be in theaters. However, that's what the beauty of these made for Netflix. It's not like the shitty movies that used to be made for DVD. It's like made for Netflix actually has a little bit more effort put into it. And this movie is perfect for that, because I would not go to this movie in the theater, but I would watch it on streaming. And it was
just called this
that.
movie a direct-to-DVD film. That's exactly what you just said.
That is exactly what you're saying with that.
But it's better than that.
I'm totally fine with that if we're talking about The Wedding Singer. I am not totally fine with that if we're talking about like I kind of have Happy Gilmore at that. You're kind of on that level where this either needs to be if it's not a cinematic quality, if this is not a movie theater popcorn flick, then maybe you need to go back to the drawing board, because that's
but check it out. Back in the day, Happy Gilmore won because there was no Netflix back then, right? And straight to DVD was barely even a thing. I don't even know if it was a thing. It was like VHS
yes, of
back
course
then.
It was, because it was straight to VHS. Yeah, VHS. That was a thing though. Straight to VHS.
Like Lion King.
But
Lion King
okay.
1.5, Pocahontas
Exactly.
2.
Anything with a 1.5.
You got to take that microphone away when when you're talking. It's all blurry. But yeah, Lion King 1.5 and all those are bad. This one was way above that quality of those straight to VHS movies. But we're in a different age.
To be that good.
Yeah,
You're
not wrong. You're not wrong.
We're in a different age where there is no more straight to DVD, and it is straight to Netflix. But this is like better than that. Like Velocipaster, right? Is what I would say is the modern straight to DVD.
Not to mention, like Netflix is very top tier as far as like straight to anything goes. If you're going to go straight to anything, Netflix is probably the premier destination. And for two, it's the Netflix owned property, so it's like they tend to treat those right. Like Bird Box was good, and
and if they're gonna do a sequel that doesn't need to happen, that's a perfect place to do it. It's like you're gonna get your indie film. It's not like some college indie film. You know what I mean? It's Adam Sandler, well produced movie. I like what they did with Shooter. Like,
no, I
do
too. So not having seen it. I've seen some of the stuff, like their whole marketing campaign on social media was heavily influenced by just putting that dude on there as Shooter and letting him send out tweets.
He was one of my favorite characters in this movie.
For this film that I do enjoy. One happened at the very beginning of the film with his wife, because he marries the girl from the first film.
Yeah,
I love what they did with her. I thought that was fucking hilarious. I'm glad they actually stuck with going through with it.
I thought that was kind of funny. There's no spoilers.
I'm not spoiling it.
All right.
But with and then with Shooter McGavin, I really liked what they did with him. I thought it was a little bit over the top for who he was in the first film, but it still worked out.
But it makes sense.
I thought it was great.
And I forgot Ben Stiller was in the first one.
Yeah.
Like everybody comes
that's
back.
Like one of his iconic characters. I didn't know that.
It is. And I forgot that was in. I forgot that character was in Happy Gilmore. That is like one of his iconic. Hold on, I'm going to read here what we got.
Shut the hell up. Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep. Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
I do like the murder mystery movies that Adam Sandler's been doing with Jennifer Aniston. I haven't seen any of that stuff yet.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those.
Have you seen those? And then Mo Biggs in the house. What's going on, Mo? He says, this is giving me nostalgia for when this show used to be good. I mean, maybe I should go straight to Netflix. That time you and D-Wag on the pan. Yeah, that was good times, man. Yep. Those are the days. And I'm going to keep going and then get a Netflix deal. I probably won't get a Netflix. I'll get like a Shudder.
Yeah, you're going to end up on Peacock.
You're going to be on Tubi.
Dude, I'll take Peacock. It's going to be Tubi. Yeah, it's something I have to pay for. I'm going to have to pay to get it on there. But, so Happy Gilmore 2, I don't know. What do you think? Billy Madison 2, is that something you would watch if it was straight to Netflix?
That's more in line with the humor that they brought into this film.
Wedding Singer 2, like
Happy Gilmore did not have the overarching, like, ridiculous humor like Billy Madison and the others. Happy Gilmore was more, like, subverted from that.
It was more, like, yeah, I don't know. Like Happy Gilmore was not that, and Billy Madison. Billy Madison was my favorite one out of those.
See, Happy Gilmore is like my top 3 for Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, I think so. I'm in the same boat with you on that one. Probably Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, and number 1 was 51st Dates. I thought that was an exceptionally well done.
51st Dates.
Yeah, that one was really good. Was that an Adam Sandler movie, or was that just him acting in it?
No, that was him. And that was an actual stroke of just.
That was a Happy Madison.
Luck. Yeah, it was a Happy Madison.
So I like that he's on the Netflix doing that thing. It's like the Wayans brothers. What are they doing these days? Are they still making movies? They would be perfect.
Yeah, surprisingly, they're still making movies and television shows.
Yeah, but I haven't seen a scary movie sequel in freaking forever.
That's good.
Oh, they got started getting usurped by all those other. They weren't Wayans brothers.
Now, if we're doing
like
reboots now, we need a Major Payne 2.
Yes, that would be cool.
That would work. That would be a good one.
And Mo says if Peter was straight, they would turn him gay. Netflix, maybe. If I was straight, Mo. No. All right. What about Ben here? It says Happy Gilmore was a fish out of water story. A hockey jock moving into the classy golfers to save his grandma's house.
Yeah, which that makes it hard to do a sequel just in and of itself because he's no longer the fish out of water. You know, he overcame that in the first movie. So
No,
Yeah.
he becomes the guy that's reluctant to get back into it.
Yeah, but it's a good. I like the drinking. That was good. That was some good stuff.
I like that. That's like when people just get hammered when they get.
I'm not like I'm not spoiling
I
it
just
because
love
he was
that.
like I love that because it's funny and it's good. It works. His daughter's in the movie. His real daughter,
Okay.
but not as his
How
daughter.
come I don't hear anybody?
What do you mean?
Not sure. We can hear you, but you do have a bit of an echo.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah, I
Can
have
hear
to hear
you.
me. Mo's still giving me shit in the chat because he said I didn't read the comments in order. Maybe it just wasn't a funny joke, Mo. It's like spoilers, except you're spoiling the joke. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear us now, Jake?
He's messing with settings right now. Jake, we're gonna
Okay,
keep talking.
good.
You let us know when you can hear us.
Ben says he can
Yeah,
hear through.
yeah, I
That's
can hear
good.
you here.
Well, there was that one time that everything was echoing because StreamYards is like dog shit now. We're thinking about switching over to one of the other ones, River. Me and him and Ben were looking at one that looked pretty
Yeah,
good.
I haven't looked into Riverside yet, but
No joke is funny if you read the punchline before the setup.
we still
bet-
read your jokes. I mean, we don't hammer you about it, Mo.
I don't know. I bet you there's a joke out there that could be funny if you read the punchline. But
well, if
so
you've
yeah,
seen
apparently
some of
his
those
daughter's
mid-2010s
in. What's that?
I was gonna say if you've seen any of the mid-2010s Adam Sandler movies, I'm sure that there's a thing about that. My delivery was
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Mo's throwing me off over here.
All right. I suggest watching Happy Gilmore 2. I thought it was pretty good, and I think you'll enjoy it too. Oh, here we go. What's more? Fucking up the reading of my jokes is essentially like hammering me, but not in a Peterish way. Oh shit! I forgot that I need to pull up that picture. Here in a minute, I'll pull up that picture I sent y'all the other day. We got good news. And Ben's going to be jealous because I gave him an opportunity to join us. But anyways.
Oh, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I don't have anything handed over yet.
Yeah, you should. He's waiting. But I sent him enough to work with. Anyways. All right. Next up on this list, because Happy Gilmore 2 I think is good. There's going to be things that you're like, oh, man, I don't know why they did that. But it's not bad. In my opinion, it's not bad. And I'm not all passionate like Jake is.
It's because you ruin a fucking classic with a sequel. It's like if you go and do a reboot for A Christmas Story and just call it A Christmas Story's Christmas Story. What the fuck are you thinking?
Wait a minute, they did make a Christmas
well
story.
said on that, actually. But we're looking at some examples
show.
right here. So this is a conversation that I want to have. I can get pretty heated about because I have a lot of things to say as far as like reboots and remakes and sequels and just the shit out garbage that Hollywood just likes to put out there for a buck. And yet we've now been 55 minutes into this episode, and the ones that you have talked about have been King of the Hill and Happy Gilmore 2. These are not the best example. Like these are the exception to the examples of what you need to be talking about for this conversation.
All right, well then how about the next one? There was talk of them doing a reboot of Married with Children.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Now,
Bring it back. Bring it back in all
No,
of its
hold on.
glory.
it's actually worse than that because it was a reboot. Oh, yeah.
Is it all David Faustino? Is he like the only one in it?
It's a cartoon.
Oh, God.
And this
There's
was
no
I
way.
think this is a screen. This is like one of the images from the actual cartoon that they pitched, and they actually had a commercial for.
Mo
right,
Biggs
hold on.
digging.
All right, he says, "Hurry up and show the fucking picture so I can go back and watch Bancroft." I'm pulling it up right now. We're stalling because I'm pulling it up and this thing ain't working right. A Christmas Story Christmas was second best Christmas Story special, 3 out of 10. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't. It had its moments, but it was better than Christmas Story 2. That was something. It actually had the
about
cast.
as nostalgia bait as it gets.
Yeah. Only Peter would pick a picture with Lucky. With Lucky, for fuck's sake.
Lucky was the dog.
Oh, okay.
And nobody gave
like,
a shit
wait a
about the dog.
minute.
In fact, I think people cared so little about the dog that they ended up just like stopped showing the dog.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, like the
dog eventually just kind of he was still around, but I think he eventually just
You would hear his thoughts, and then after the first season, he had no thoughts, and then after that, we had no Lucky.
yeah.
No,
I liked
they
it when
replaced
he
him
had
with a
thoughts,
different
though.
dog. That's what happened. Lucky got old, and then they
Did he
replaced him with
die?
another dog.
What was the
They
name of
should
the other
make-
dog?
they
I feel like
should.
there was a buck in there somewhere.
Buck.
No, was
yeah,
that the
Buck Bundy.
Buck. So they're not. Okay, I got to say something about this. My thoughts on a sequel for this, especially in cartoon format. So for one, I never liked Married with Children. That show was just sad to me. Like it just made me feel bad about the world. I just didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I did watch it, but I never enjoyed that. Music would come on, and I would just cringe as a
Stanley.
teenager. Just be like, "This is
Buck
terrible."
was good.
Stanley, were you a
Yeah.
shoe salesman at one point?
Yeah, dude. I tell you what, I
worked at Wolf.
probably like applying for jobs. I probably psychologically avoided, going and applying at like a Payless or something, just because I didn't want to end up as Al Bundy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I worked at Walgreens, and that was like pretty close as far as like the mentality of people. Buck was good. They replaced him with Lucky. Yeah, I remember Buck. I remember Lucky, but Buck was like a better dog.
Yeah,
What's
Buck
funny
was a
about
big
this,
shaggy dog.
that they had these actors like that, like the show that I did not like, and it inherently made me not even like the actors. You know what I mean? Like at that time in the 90s, I didn't want to have it. Like if any one of them was doing anything, I would tie them all back to this show for obvious reasons, and I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. And now in 2025, looking back 25 years later, and you have looking at this cast, like look at this cast. You have the dad from Modern Family.
Image.
You have what's her name from Futurama, and you have the girl from the Ron Burgundy movies. Like I have so much more respect for this cast, and David Faustino, he acts.
Yeah,
the only
just
one that
YouTube.
even looks like the character is
dad.
Leela.
Leela.
No, the dad doesn't look. None of these
Well, they
characters
put
look
more
like from
effort
the
into
show.
the dad's face than they did anything else on this.
That doesn't look anything like Al Bundy. That
I'm not
actually
saying it
kind of looks like
him, but
Peggy.
it's they put more time and effort into his face than anything else on here.
Yeah, but that one actually almost looks like Peggy.
Like Christina
That does not
Applegate,
look-
what the hell did you do to her? That's inappropriate. What they did to her on that. Yeah, you went from this to that other one.
Oh
What the
yeah,
hell
that
is
is. That's funny. I'm just now getting that. Anyways, something else. That doesn't look anything like any of them. I don't know what the hell this. Now I think this was the actual image from that they made a preview for. Luckily, they canceled this shit for the time being. So we're not getting our Married with Children reboot. I did like Married with Children. I thought it was funny that after a certain amount of time, it does get old, and it's like, all right. I don't. I think they're making
the opposite.
the
It
last
only
I
got better
heard.
as the seasons went on.
Really?
Yes.
What do you say?
Well,
Oh, the way that they just dig at each other, and then with their neighbor's wife. What was her name?
Marcy.
yeah,
Marcy Darcy.
All right, hold on. Mo's in here. He's got some funny stuff. Married with Children just never had that black magic Stanley craves in his entertainment. Thank God Ironheart came along.
The world needed it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to at some point. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna do Peter.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
seen
do
Ironheart yet.
I'm gonna do an Ironheart review on your channel.
All right, let's do it. I'm down. because so I'm gonna have to watch it then.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy's the only one that looks similar to the original. That's what I'm saying, Mo. Peggy's the only one that looked similar. But you know what's even better than that? Pitter Patter 2's coming out soon.
Yeah,
and I've been doing the photo shoot, and we're all working on it. But I sent my pictures in, and I got my first one back. This thing is funny, dude. There's going to be a commercial in there featuring yours truly, all three of us actually. Can I zoom in on that? No. What's up with? Oh my god. All right, fuck that, dude. Fuck you, Facebook. I'm hitting Control Plus, and it's zooming out. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, this is going to be amazing.
He's putting effort into this one, man. Like even the art is looking better. It's still the same kind of weird, grimy thing, but he's definitely enhanced it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to close that.
Like the coloring seems more robust on that picture.
Yeah, dude, in the mountains and stuff. Sorry, I don't know. I'm like, what? Trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with. Oh, now it's.
Don't worry, Mo. I know it's an insult to you and your greatness. It's
for all that.
all bow down to Mo.
I sent out some like opportunities for people to be in this, and everybody turned it down. What's that? I get it. That's cool. I mean, I'm a fan of the book.
Everybody, because in that conversation, like both of us were like, "Fuck yeah, let's."
No. But that was because we're the ones like that. There was like there were like extras, you know, like spots for some extras, dead bodies and stuff, and everyone turned it down. It's really sad.
Missed opportunity. My daughter jumped in on it. She got the first of our photos done here.
Oh, okay. See what I mean? The joke was black girl magic, Peter. You fucking idiot! Not black magic. I'm sorry, Mo.
Are you sure he said black girl magic? I don't think you. I think you said that wrong, Mo. You said black magic.
I think he's.
Go back up to the comment.
He says it. Yep, right here. Black girl magic. I
black
fucked it
magic.
up.
So what does he say?
Mary
Black girl magic just never had that black girl. They didn't have any black girl magic in that show.
That's his point.
Yeah, there wasn't any in there.
That's why you need Ironheart.
And now I'm going to read his other comments backwards and forwards. If Pitter Patter was a show, Bancroft would love it. He is very impressed by rotoscoping.
Comments backwards.
And then he says those two are two very different things.
Oh, poor Mo.
Stanley's anti-me agenda is getting the better of him. See what I mean? The joke was black girl magic, and he said it black magic.
You know,
I got one. You know. All right, hold on. All right,
Stanley.
Masters of the Universe. I'm just going to mention this because we're pretty much out of time on that.
Real thing.
Yeah. In fact, okay, I'll pull it up because
movie. Please tell me it's live action.
It's a live action movie. I'm surprised you haven't heard about it because it's been making the rounds.
It's happened already, so I'm like, they're gonna.
I can't find any pictures, but I do know what the cast is. I don't know who this. Who's Nicholas Galitzine?
It looks like Bill Hader.
Blow up his picture.
Wow.
Oh, is that the son? Is that the son of the guy from Rocky 3? The German?
I don't know.
Oh, what's that guy?
Where's his movies?
Gosh dang it! What is that dude's name?
Was it Rocky
it's the guy
3
from
or
the
was Rocky
Kraft.
3 Hulk Hogan.
The Kraft Legacy and Changeover. That's what he's from. Oh, he's from Handsome Devil. Purple Hearts? I don't know.
Dolph Lundgren. Thank you.
Who this guy is.
Yes, Dolph Lundgren. That's the one. He does look like a Dolph.
Oh, yeah, kind of. He looks like Justin Bieber to me.
That's who they're getting to play He-Man?
Yep.
Talk
Really?
about
But I mean, okay, yeah. But think about it. When he's not He-Man, he's this guy.
He's
So who's going to be
Yeah.
He-Man then?
who's going to
By
play
the
his
power-
Superman to his Clark Kent?
By the power of Grayskull.
Are they just going to
A
Chris
return-
Evans him like in Captain America: The First Avenger?
Right. That was exactly where my mind went.
Oh, right, yeah. They might. And film all the previous... Oh, you know what they should do is film all the scenes where he's...
now.
Yeah.
With his
And
Clark
then
Kent.
get him... And then beef him up and then do all the He-Man shit. That'd actually be kind of cool. That's like
Okay.
Christian Bale shit.
Okay, that would be very cool. I'd have respect for that. But go back to that casting. Look at this.
This is the one that gets me, and I'm mixed. Jared
Yeah.
Leto is Skeletor.
Jared Leto and Idris Elba.
Now, Idris
Like-
Elba, hell yeah, Man at Arms.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. That's awesome. How the hell did you pull Idris Elba? And then immediately your casting director is like, we got to get Jared Leto now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: this isn't going to be a He-Man movie. This is going to be a Man at Arms versus Skeletor movie. Because who cares about any of the rest of this cast? I don't know who Camila Mendez is. Allison Brie sounds familiar.
Oh, I love Allison Brie. She was in Community.
Yeah, you
I
got
like
me.
her.
I don't know. Never seen any of these.
Yeah, I don't know. She did like a vodka commercial after that. That's all I know. But
Yeah,
she,
I don't know any of those.
I liked her in Community. That was obviously 20 years ago now. But
I have not seen Community. Okay, so Tila, Camila Mendez.
yes, you have.
Community?
Is it so? Isn't that X-23?
Oh, she was in Riverdale.
What?
Is she X-23?
No, that's not her.
No, I was gonna say I just saw a picture of her. She didn't look.
Sorry.
She looks way better than this. Okay, what about? I don't even care about them. Do I recognize any of these guys? Goat Man. We're gonna get a Goat Man.
So wasn't he the
Fisto.
mountain? Or...
Where's Beast
This is
Man?
going to be like the second reboot of Hellboy, isn't it?
Could we?
There's no Beast.
I think
Is
I
it-
could confidently say we can go ahead and put Idris Elba as He-Man.
as He-Man. Yeah,
Lost it.
maybe. Who, me?
Both of y'all buzzed out on me as soon as I made that comment.
Oh yeah, well I wanted to make sure that I'm not associated with that comment. Who? They don't have Beastman in here, like that on the casting. But it's okay, folks, because I've got Beastman for you right here.
Ain't about time that Idris Elba was in a Fast and Furious film.
I could see that. I don't. Yeah, I mean that dude's actually like. I got some respect for him, and I could go ahead and just put him in anything. I'd be alright.
If
with
we
it.
want
Like,
to put him
not
in something
everything, but-
classy, just redo Othello then.
I'm definitely
Yeah,
not seeing
yeah.
Justin Bieber as He-Man.
No.
I feel like they could do, but some of the pictures I saw, the sword looks cool.
That's good.
Allison
They did a good
Brie is
casting
Evelyn.
job. I was just thinking that too, Ben. I didn't see who she was playing
Yeah.
until you said that.
This movie might be almost as good as the 80s movie. They should call it Masters of the Universe to capture that Christmas story, Christmas energy. I think this is going to be more of a Masters of the Universe movie than the Masters of the Universe one.
Yeah, simply because it's cheaper to do CGI and AI today.
I think they're going to
if
stick
people in the 80s had
truer-
access to what we had, then that movie would have been better.
Like they did with Fantastic Four, I think, and kind of, from what I understand, like Superman. Like I think they're going a little bit old school with movies now because people want to see more of that. The original, like the '80s Masters of the Universe was nothing like He-Man in the cartoon.
Right.
So I think they're going for more of that. Mo Big says after Jared Leto's masterful Joker performance, he was more than earned the benefit of the doubt to play Skeletor.
So what are the what's the
I like
over-under
Jared
on
Leto.
Skeletor having a grill?
I didn't like that Joker but I don't mind his acting. I just hated the way they designed that Joker. And I actually like Jared Leto in a lot of the movies that he was in. That Blade Runner, which they're making a new Blade Runner 2099. I don't know if it's live action or what, but
the reason why you liked him in Blade Runner was because there was very little of him.
yeah, he was blind, and he was good in whatever the hell that other thing was. Yeah, he's not a bad actor. He's good in that.
Mo.
At least when we made this movie, at least when they make this movie campy and gay, it'll be IP accurate. Yeah. With Justin Bieber, maybe that is perfect. Just because his Joker was absolute trash doesn't mean it was good. His acting was okay. His acting is good. Even his Joker was good. It's the person who said this is what Joker needs to be is shit.
I'll be honest, like I have an inherent thing against Jared Leto because he was given this gift of like 30 Seconds to Mars. He was in this band. They wrote a good song. He had a hit. He was this beloved musician. And then he's like, I'm going to take my musical skill and go into acting. And then he did a couple of things where he was like, he was the guy, the musician that's being an actor now, and bravo, sir. But when I watch his act, like, that's fine. I'm not going to hold it against you. But then people are like saying things like, oh, he's going to do a good job with the new Joker. And I'm like, no, dude, he hasn't done a lovely job with it. Like, he hasn't done anything impressive on screen. He can be an actor. That's fine. But he's not delivering anything that's making me go, oh, I'm missing my 30 Seconds to Mars, but it's okay.
Yeah. What do y'all think about all these reboots? Good, bad, cringe?
We don't want to invest our dollars in anything artistic. We don't want to try to take real books and really good stories and create new things. We just want safe dollars. I mean, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like that's the same way.
I'll just
And I'll tell you when I want you back.